अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू. Class 6. We have started the chapter of magnetism. In the last period, we have read that what is magnet, what is a magnet, how was magnet discovered, what are magnetic substances, and types of magnet, natural and artificial. So, what are magnets? Magnets are the substances that have the property of attracting iron objects. And magnet was discovered by named by a shepherd, after a shepherd boy called Magnus. And the natural magnets is known as the magnetite or lodestone. Okay. Then we have discussed about natural and artificial magnets. Magnets that are found in nature are called natural magnets, and which are made by human are called artificial magnets. We have also studied what are magnetic substances. Magnetic substances are substances that are attracted by the magnet. And then we have discussed about making a magnet. Now we shall discuss about the properties of magnet. So the first property of magnet is known as attractive property. What is attractive property of magnet? According to attractive property of magnet, a magnet attracts magnetic substances towards itself. Example of magnetic substances are like iron, steel, nickel and cobalt. So, the property of a magnet to attract magnetic substance towards itself is called its attractive property, and this property can be explained by an activity which is given as activity 2 of your book. For this activity, you need a bar magnet, a white sheet of paper and some iron fillings. Now all you have to, you can see this picture. All you have to do is spread the iron fillings on a white sheet of paper and now roll the magnets over these iron fillings so that all the parts of the magnet touches the iron fillings. Now you pick up the magnet and you will see that most of the iron fillings are attached to the ends of the magnet, and few iron fillings are also attached to middle of it, but most of them are at the end. So from this we conclude two things. First, that magnet attracts iron or magnetic substances. Secondly is that the ends of the magnets, at the ends of the magnets there are more iron fillings, you can see now. So at both the ends of the magnet, the magnetic property is strongest, the magnetic force is strongest, and these ends of the magnet are called as its pole. So what are the poles of a magnet? Each magnet has two poles. The ends of the magnet where the magnetic force is strongest are called its pole. Now we shall discuss about the directive property of a magnet. What is the directive property of the magnet? According to the directive property of magnet, if you suspend freely a magnet, then always you can see that the magnet always rests in north-south direction. Always, whenever you hang a magnet freely, you will see that it always rests in north and south direction. This property is called as directive property of the magnet. The end which is towards the north, geographical north, is called north pole, and the end which is towards the geographical south is called south pole. According to scientists, this is not given in your book, but I am telling you, according to scientists, a magnet rests in north-south direction because inside the earth there is also a huge magnet which north pole is towards geographical south and south pole is towards geographical north. And further you will also study the attractive repulsive property of magnet, and Due to the attractive repulsive property of the magnet rests in north-south direction. This can be shown by a experiment or activity. For this activity you need a bar magnet, a piece of thread and a wooden stand. Now you take the bar magnet and suspend it freely from a string tied to its middle so that it rotates freely. It is free to move in any direction. Then you will observe that the bar magnet always rests in north-south direction. The end of the magnet that is towards the geographical north is called North Pole, and the end of the magnet which is towards geographical south is called the South Pole. And this property of magnet to rest in north-south direction is called as directive property of a magnet. Now next we shall discuss the attraction and repulsion theory or attraction and repulsion property of a magnet. What is attraction and repulsion property? Attraction means to go towards something and repulsion means to move far. That is repulsion. So what is attraction and repulsion property? When the poles of two magnets, take two magnets, and when the poles of two different magnets are brought close to each other, they exert force. But you see that if you bring north pole of a magnet to north pole of another magnet, means same pole, or south pole of a magnet to south pole of another magnet, then they both will repel each other. They both will be far apart from each other. But if you bring north pole of a magnet towards south pole of another magnet, both magnets will attract each other. So from this we conclude that according to the attraction and repulsion property of magnet, the like poles repel each other, and unlike poles attract each other. This also can be shown by an activity. For this activity you need two bar magnets, one wooden stand and a piece of thread. All you have to do is you take two bar magnets, suspend one of them from a wooden stand with the help of a thread. It will come to rest in the north side direction. Now hold the another bar magnet in your hand and bring it. You can see in figure 13.6a. When you bring north pole of a magnet towards and south pole of another magnet, then they will attract each other. You can see in figure 13.68. But if you bring north pole of a magnet, if you bring the like poles of both magnet, means north pole towards north pole or south pole of a magnet to south pole of other magnet, they both will repel each other. So the like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. This property is known as attraction and repulsion property of a magnet. Now the fourth property of magnet we will discuss, that poles of a magnet always exist in pairs. We cannot separate north pole and south pole of a magnet. You know that the ends of the magnet are called its pole, and each magnet has two ends, north pole and south pole, two poles, north pole and south pole. The end which rests towards north is called north pole, and the end which rests towards south pole is called south pole. Now if you bring north pole of a magnet, if you break this magnet, see in this figure, you can see in this figure, this whole magnet is break into two pieces. Then each of these two magnets will behave like a separate magnet, means the broken end, this half end has north pole and this half end has south pole. You can see N written here and S written here. Then if you break it into two parts, then this broken end will behave like another pole. South pole is here, so this broken end will behave like north pole. Here north pole is here, so the broken end will behave like south pole. Now if you further break this magnet, Suppose you break this magnet from this red side, further break, then the two parts separated, again one behave as north and one behave as south. See, when from one magnet you have made two magnets, then each broken end is behaving like a magnet. So when this half is again broken into two parts, then each broken part again behaves like a separate magnet, means the other part behaves like other pole, develops the property of other pole. So the two poles of a magnet are inseparable and they always exist in pair. How many pieces you do? Each piece will behave like a separate magnet, means that each piece will have one north pole and one south pole. So we cannot separate the north pole and south pole of a magnet. They always exist in pair, and that is the poles of a magnet are inseparable. So now we have discussed the four properties of magnet. Attractive property means that the magnet attracts iron substances or magnetic substances toward itself. Then is directive property, that means a magnet always, a freely suspended magnet always rests in north-south direction. The end of the north direction is called as north pole, and the end towards the south direction, geographical south, is called the south pole. Then attraction and repulsion properties of matter, which conclude that the like pairs of a magnet repel each other and unlike pairs of a magnet attract each other. Then we have discussed the last property, that the poles of a magnet always exist in pairs, they are inseparable, and we cannot separate the north pole and the south pole of the magnet. This is all about the properties of magnet. You have to revise this. Okay, this is all for today's lecture.